Hi there, it's Connie-Rae. Welcome to Connie-Rae's Craft Room. Today I have this gorgeous little project for you, which are these cute Petite treat bags. Aren't they adorable? Beautiful in black and white. You can use these for so many things. So I have done them in black and white. I love black and white. I just think it's so elegant and gorgeous. These are great for party favours, wedding favours, prezzies, teachers' gifts, whatever you like to use them for. I'll show you what I have used to make these gorgeous little things, and you can use them for whatever reason. I have used the Big Shot Petite treat framelit dies, and they come in a series of, they come in a square like that, and they have little bits that you can attach to the top so that you can change the shape of your design. So you can have an oval top, you can have a square top, or you can have a hearts top. It depends, whatever you want it for. So if you're doing it for a wedding favour, you can use these. Great, they hold a couple of little Easter eggs, and I'll show you how many. I think it's about 2 or 3, but whatever you want to put in them, little chocolates or whatever. So this is in the annual catalogue. It's Petite Treat Framelets dies, and I would recommend any dies that you can get that you can create boxes or bags or containers of any kind. Grab them, because they make things so much easier and so much quicker. And the good thing about it is that with Stampin' Up, if you have the dies, what changes is the designer series paper. So the paper and the cardstock is always changing, but you can always use the same die with different options in terms of colours and things like that. So whenever you see some, and I think there is actually some stuff in the clearance bin. So I think there's a popcorn box in the clearance rack. So as a demonstrator, I usually use things that are available to people. I don't prefer to use things that people can't get, because I don't like that idea. And also it's not what we do. But as long as you can obtain the things that I use, I'm happy to suggest it. And there, as I said, there is for people who just craft, there is a popcorn box that comes in really handy. It's a really good size. Chuck in some lollies and stuff like that, parties, birthdays, whatever. So whenever you get the opportunity to grab some of these dies, grab them and put them away and keep them, because like I said, what changes is the designer series paper. There's so many options. So you'll always use this, but what changes is this. So that's my little spiel. I really hope you like it, because it is really handy. This is one that I've done in the opposite colour. So the colour that I've used is this gorgeous black and white polka dot one, and on the other side are these beautiful butterflies. Isn't that beautiful paper? So I did one like that so that you could see the difference, and you can use whichever option you choose. But I really am a big fan of coordinating and everything matching. So, and I liked the black and white ones for this occasion. So, what else was I going to say? Something important, and of course I can't remember. Yes, it'll come back to me eventually. Oh yes, it was the paper. The designer series paper that I've used is the Botanical Butterfly DSP. This is free, but the unfortunate thing about it is this celebration for 2019 is coming to a close. It's finishing on the 31st of March. So you haven't got long before it's going. So if you want some of this, I would suggest you get in and make some purchases and bring up your tally to $90. And you'll get an option to choose some free items. So grab it while you can, because once it goes for the year, you won't come back. I'm hopeful that these papers, they've been very popular, will come over into the annual catalogue, which is due to come out very soon. So that's another big exciting event for us all. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But if you can grab these papers, they are beautiful, gorgeous set. Okay, so I will show you how I've made this. Like I said, I used the framelit, and I used the, sorry, I might just bring that back in again. I've been chatting my head off with you. So I've got this framelit here, which is that's the base of it, and what changes, and the only part that does change is the top part. So I used the dome and the square, and that gave me a piece of designer series paper that I've cut out, and it gives you this shape here. That's what you do. And I put a 6x6 on there. So a 6x6 piece of paper, any designer series paper, cardstock, whatever you want to make it out of, entirely up to you. I did do the square one And this is a version of the square one that I have made. There it is there. Lovely little square, and that's just using this the square with the flat frame, and some little chockies in there. So that's kind of cute too. You can put those with for some kids for Easter or whatever. Okay, so moving right along, I'll try and stop chatting. I'm going to stick to the side that I've been using, and I will be showing you how I've done that. I've cut it out, and there's these tiny little, and you're not going to be able to see this on the camera, there's these tiny little grooves, and these little grooves help actually assess where you're at with folding the paper. But I'll show you. There's a few tutorials on YouTube where people have folded them, and they've shown you how that works. So if you can't find it, just look up the Petite treat framelit dies and you'll be able to find something, I'm sure. So we want to bring one side over to the other, and we want to stick the bottom and stuff like that. So we'll bring this side over. So what we'll do is we will put tape on, I'm just trying to remember, all right, we'll put some tape on the bottom, some tear and tape. Use a really strong adhesive, obviously depending on what you put in them. I would put in, you know, if you're going to put chocolates and stuff, it should be fine. And let's face it, when you put chocolates in things, people just rip them open anyway. But you don't want them falling apart. So just put it on the top and the bottom, like so. And then it's going to come over, so we're going to put that. Oh, I've just done the wrong side. Should I? All right, I'll do another butterfly one. Should I? I didn't want to do a butterfly one. Okay. We'll have to do the butterfly one because I've put the tape on the wrong side. Silly me. Not to worry. Okay, so, or have I? Yes, I have. Yes, I put it on the wrong side. Okay, so we're going to have the butterfly version. Okay, all good. Doesn't matter. It's just a tutorial, and you can use whatever designer series paper you like, or cardstock. I'm just looking for my, here it is, my craft knife. Okay, so we're going to take the side across first. Just give that a bit of a rub. So we're going to take one side across to the other. And we're just going to, and when you see your little notches, you'll see that it creates a little tiny guide to put it onto. But you're not going to be able to see this in camera. And I think any of the tutorials that you see will say the same things. So you just want to marry up your strip, your sticky strip, or whatever you want to call it, with that same width on the glue lip. Like, yay. So you end up with this funny looking thing right now. Like most things, it takes a bit of practice, but you can do it. Okay, and then what we do is we turn it on its side. So that's the front, that's the back. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take out the bottom piece of tear and tape, just like that. Turn it on its side, and we're going to push the bottom into a triangle. And we're going to make it flat, just like that. And the sticky strip is going to stick it down. So all of a sudden, your funny looking piece of paper has turned into this gorgeous little dome. Isn't it cute? It's like an ice cream cone. That's what I reckon. So if you haven't got the ice cream cone shape, something's not quite right, folks. Okay, now I did say that I was going to look at putting in some Easter eggs. I'm surprised these are still here. Okay, I think I got a couple in one. Because of this part here, it stops you, this section here, because it's squished in a bit, you really only get a couple in. 2, and let's say we put 3 in just for the sake of, yep, you can get 3 Easter eggs in there. So, yeah, that's going to be the size of it. So if you're going to put chocolates in there, that's going to be the ideal of what you're putting in there. It doesn't hold much, but it's just enough, especially if it's a thank you. So I shall not put chocolates in there, but that's what you can get in there. And then once we've got, oh, sorry, that's a bit confusing. I'm going to put them in just for the sake of this tutorial. There we go. Just so you know that it can happen. Alright. And then we're going to take out the other sticky strip that we popped on top. There we go. And we are going to stick it down straight onto the back like that. And as you can see, it will hold really well if you use a very good adhesive. So that's that part. Easy, huh? Once you've cut it out, it doesn't take long. Like I said, if you can get any of these in terms of dies that will cut out these little things, so it just saves you so much time. And it's fun because you get an instant product straight away. Okay, now the other thing that I did do was I glued my my ribbon down. So I'll show you how I did that. On the top end of this, you don't have to tie your ribbon down. I just decided to do it. So we're going to go right round the same, stick some sticky strip down, or some tear and tape, or whatever it is that you're using. Actually, it would be sticky strip or tear and tape that you need to do this with, because you're going to stick your ribbon on there. Okay, and we're going to get our black satin ribbon, which is just gorgeous. Take off our tape. Now, I've also tied a bow like this previously, because I'm just going to pop the bow on top of this. So your join will come up to the front, not necessarily the back, but you can put it any way you want, but as long as you hide it, that's the main thing. So we're just going to wrap that round and bring it up in alignment with the other piece of the ribbon, cut it off, and you've got this piece of ribbon there. But now what we're going to do is pop on the bow that I have tied previously, like yay. And I have just used some glue dots for that. I think I used 2 for the bow. Let me see which is the nicest side of the bow. Yeah, that side is that one, and another one. Okay, and then we're just going to stick it onto that part that is half and half. So you got where you've made the seal for the ribbon that you've stuck down. You just want to cover that up. You don't want anybody to see that. Or you can just tie a bow around it, or a knot, whatever you want to use. Just wrap it around it. So there's my bow. Isn't that lovely? Probably a tad too long. I'm not sure. There we go, and I'll end up cutting it all away if I'm not careful. Okay, there we go. So that's that part. Like I said, I did do a bit of preparation so I don't hold everybody up. So at the moment it's looking like that. So that's your treat. It's got your little eggs in it, or your chocolates, or whatever you want to do. Now in this occasion it's going to be Easter, so I have already gone ahead and I have used the A Good Day stamp set, and I've used this little bunny here, just on a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and I've used the 1 1/8 punch. This is the scallop punch, and I've also used the 1 3/8 scallop punch to punch out these little guys here after stamping them. I'm just going to get some dimensionals. Yep, just want the large dimensionals. So you have got plenty of time to go in and buy this. Like I said, the designer series paper that I've used here, you probably won't be able to get, well, I'm pretty sure you won't be able to get it after the 31st of March 2019 because that's the end of the celebration. Hopefully, maybe they'll bring some more out, but you know, with Stampin' Up, they always bring out some pretty good stuff. So what you need is just the framelets so that you can make these little boxes with the colours that you like. Okay, I'm just going to pop him on like that. And then I am going to just put on a couple of little embellishments, little flowers. They're so sweet, and little raindrops. Well, I call them raindrops, but they're dewdrops, I think, or something. But they're in the annual catalogue, so just makes it look really pretty. And that's it. So that is the project for today, and I really do hope you enjoyed it and you give this one a try because these are delightful. These are my favourite. I love these ones. Well, I like all of them. I love these too. It's really hard to tell, isn't it? They're not sitting up very well, are they? There we go. There's that. Oh, that's not going to suffice either. There we go. Oh, that's not really good. Okay. I'll stick a block under there. So when you're putting them on the tables or something like that, you need to be able to put them down nicely. But it's their gifts, they're okay. People will love them. And there you go. So you've got your gorgeous little Easter bunny pouches with little Easter eggs in. So I do hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Please do like, share, subscribe, and hit the little notification button. Thank you for supporting my channel because it helps me keep creating more things. And I hope to see you soon with a new tutorial. All the information about purchasing these items is going to be listed in the bottom of this tutorial. Just click show more and the drop down box will show you everything, and you can go straight to the store and buy any of this. Don't forget you've got until the 31st before the celebration ends, so get in quick so you can get your free items because it won't be back until 2020, and that's always fun too. But we have got lots of things coming up too. We've got the new annual catalogue coming up. We've got lots of exciting things going on. So oh, and the other thing I saw the other day, I have to advise you all, is that they've got, as of the 1st of April, they have got some stamp storage and blending storage. I'll include the link. I've sent out, it's on my Instagram, but I will send the link in the bottom. I'll include the link for what's coming up. So those are fantastic. You're getting all these storage options, which is just brilliant because goodness knows we need them for our inks and our pens and our glues and our ribbons and you know all of that, and it's really reasonably priced as well. So yeah, looking forward to that too. That's coming available to everybody on the 1st of April, so that's only a few days away, so that's really exciting as well. So yeah, thank you for stopping by. As I said, please do like, share, subscribe, and I will see you soon for a new tutorial or with a new project very soon. Maybe another Easter one. I'm looking forward to doing another Easter one. Okay, take care. Until next time. Bye for now.